Hey everyone, it's 13th Citadel, and I have another battle in Pokemon Showdown. And right here, my opponent leads off with Jellicent, and I lead off with Keldeo, and I have the hidden power Ghost, so it hits Jellicent pretty hard, but he hits me with Will-O-Wisp and burns my Keldeo, which just the residual damage is gonna get to me. So I just go for another hidden power Ghost. I'm not gonna really lose anything, but he sends out his Ferrothorn. And right here, I decide to switch out and send out my own Ferrothorn, because usually I like to outstall people with my Ferrothorn. So this becomes kind of a spike war, and we're all layering spikes. He gets up about 2 layers of spikes, and he's going to switch out to his Tentacruel, which is eventually going to rapid spin away my spikes anyway, but I continue to layer them as he layers up his own toxic spikes. The toxic spikes aren't really going to help later, because I have about 3 Pokemon that aren't really even affected by the toxic spikes. So he's going to set up both layers of toxic spikes, and then he'll just rapid spin my spikes away. I set up my Leech Seed just so I can heal a little bit and do some damage to the Tentacruel. It's a pretty bothersome Pokemon. And right here he rapid spins everything away, even my Leech Seed. And I just go for the Gyro Ball. I really didn't want to go for the Power Whip, because he would probably resist that too. Right here he switches out and he sends out his Scizor, which I missed the Power Whip, and he goes straight for the Super Power, which I survive just barely. Set up my own Leech Seed right here so I can heal some of that damage back, and I know I can't survive another superpower, so I go and I send out my Chandelure so that the superpower doesn't affect me, but I take quite a lot of damage from the spikes, and I'm poisoned from the toxic spikes. So his superpower fails. He thinks I'm gonna go for the Fire Blast or Flamethrower, but I know he's gonna send out his Politoed and get that rain set up, because he's gonna want rain up as fast as he can so his Scizor doesn't die. Right here I set up my substitute knowing he's gonna switch to that Politoed, and I hide behind the sub ready to send out Shadow Balls. It takes out more than half and lowers his special defense, so I know that another one can take him out, but he encores me anyway. But judging by the leftovers, I'm not going to be able to take him out again, especially when he sends out that Gliscor. So the Gliscor takes out 3/4 of his HP from that Shadow Ball, lowers his special defense. He can't survive another Shadow Ball, but unluckily I die to poison. I see that he has the poison heal, so I send out my Thundurus, and he just protects himself to scout basically what I'm going for. I'm going to go for the Focus Blast, but my Thundurus is Choice Scarfed, so I'm kind of stuck into the Focus Blast. So I just go for another Focus Blast, which is going to hit the Tentacruel. It's not going to do a lot, and I have no choice but to get out of there. And he kind of predicts that I'm going to leave, so he just switches into that Gliscor. Pretty troublesome, but I send out my Scrafty, which has the Shed Skin, so it doesn't matter if I get poisoned or not. He sets up a sub right behind with Gliscor, and I just go for the Crunch. It's not enough to take out the sub, so right now I'm gonna proceed to set up some bulk ups. And my Shed Skin activates, my poison's gone, so I should be really good for the time being. His Earthquake does about 30%, which I know I can survive 2 more, so I just set up a bulk up, which is gonna really bring out my survivability. I'm just going to continue to set up bulk ups as he switches out into his Ferrothorn. Probably thinking I was going to go for a crunch to break his sub, but I just set up another bulk up, so I'm at +2 right now. I'm healing back my HP. He switches out Ferrothorn, thinking I was going to go for like a Drain Punch, but I just bulk up again to get that +3. I'm going to stay there, and this time I'm going to go for the crunch. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp here, but he misses, and my crunch hits and kills him. So Jellicent is out of the way. I don't need Keldeo to really take him out anymore, or really Ferrothorn, but then again, Scrafty is going to be here for a while. Scrafty being my signature Pokemon, and well, he goes for the U-turn here. He switches out into his Politoed to take the Drain Punch, which he just barely survives at 6% HP, but I'm almost at full HP myself with the leftovers, and he just proceeds to Toxic me. I don't know, I have Shed Skin, so it's not gonna bother me, and I have Rest, so if it stacks up I can just heal it off. I finish off his Politoed, I'm at full health, and my Shed Skin activates, so the poison is gone. His Politoed was for nothing. And right here, I just continue to go for the Drain Punches. I get a crit. I don't know if that mattered. I think I would have killed him at +3. It's a super effective hit anyway. So his Ferrothorn is gone. It's done for. And he forfeits. He sees that he's not going to win the battle. My Scrafty is basically sweeping the rest of his team. And that's it for the battle. Scrafty sweep for the win. Alright, this is 13th Citadel. See ya.